Hey you guys, it's Sanaya, and hey you guys, it's Monday. Okay, it's not really Monday, but we're totally gonna pretend it's Monday because I'm kind of late. Anyway, so because I didn't make a video last week, I'm going to make a really extensively long video this week with our theme and my intro. So I'm gonna blast through my intro. And I have my handy dandy cheat sheet to tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to be answering. Name. Right there. It should be here. When I edit it, it'll be right here. Age. I am 19, gonna be 20 in December. College and major. I go to UCSD like everyone else does. My major is cog-sci right now with a minor in theater, but who the fuck knows by the time I graduate what it's gonna be. Point of origin, like we're spawning or something. Santa Cruz, it's like San Francisco's here, and Santa Cruz is like here, and we surf a lot. A weird, capital W, or unusual fact. Well, when I was like super low, like 7 or 8, I did competition roller skating, which pretty much meant that we all put on like sparkly sequin shit and glided around in weird formations. It's like a lower version of figure skating and like a weird version of synchronized swimming. If I had a llama, what would I name it? Henry Llama Thoreau. Am I a morning person or a night owl? What is/are your favorite words? My favorite word is definitely fuck. I mean, kittens. I love kittens. Worst job I ever had. The worst job I ever had was definitely working in children's musical theater. That will always be the worst job I ever had because it's like 4 casts of like little 7-year-olds and I can't swear and it sucks. And favorite TV show? Definitely Daria, 100%. It's fan fiction time, and yes, I'm in a different location in my room wearing different clothing because it is technically a different day, but that doesn't matter. Woo! Okay, so I know that we promised we wouldn't do any ones with smut, but honestly, like, all of the good bad fanfics that I found have some kind of nasty smut in it. I was originally going to do like a really terrible Freddy Krueger sex scene because it was just awful. But instead I found something that I think is like a million times worse. Okay, you guys know the TV show Doug? It was animated, it was on in the 90s back in Nickelodeon. Apparently someone thought it would be a good idea to make a fic of it where he gets abducted by aliens, stuff happens. I don't even know how to go on to describe it. It's kind of like... It's like if Alien and American Psycho were combined with children's television. Honestly, like, I don't even know what to say about this, so I'm just gonna read a portion of it and I'll let you guys judge for yourself. Okay, I'm gonna skip over the intro because you guys really don't need to hear it. It's pretty much Doug having a dream that he's being abducted by aliens and they're like probing him in all of his orifices and he's thinking about patty mayonnaise and it's like 2 paragraphs of shit that I really don't feel like reading. Wake up, Doug! What? Was a dream? Said Doug, opening his eyes, trying to make sense of all that. He looked around. He was in his bedroom. He looked his skin. It was normal, no cuts, no holes, nothing. He felt relieved. Doug, you will get late to school! Doug went down the stairs, racing his time not to lose the bus. Doug ran fast and got the bus on time. He couldn't keep that nightmare out of his mind. It was so real, so truthful. He never had such a horrendous dream before. He had Rotel that to Skeeter. This gets really, like, awkwardly erotic right here. The bus arrived at school, and the first person Doug saw was Patty Mayonnaise. She was beautiful as all was, wore a very mini skirt. Doug got out of the bus and looked at her. Her legs were shining. She probably had rubbed a skin cream to make her flesh so appetizing. And now Doug's a cannibal. And her chest, it was bigger than normal. Could be the bra. Doug was getting very excited because he was entering the puberty. The puberty. Not just any puberty. The puberty. His member turned from flaccid to hard, and his eyes were fixed on Patty's body. Never before was she so tasty. Doug then felt his member muscle moving and throbbing. Could it be? He can louch the juice in his pants. It would be a shame. Everyone will laugh at him. Well, I certainly am. I don't know about you. And here's where shit gets really weird. And then when it was going to get out to wet his underwear, something different went out. A big flash of laser got ejected from his member. It was hot and burned a hole in his pants. He was not understanding all of that. Okay, I'm not understanding all of that because I'm fairly sure that this isn't written in English. He felt uncontrolled and trying to stop it, but it was useless. The death laser ray got straight into Patty's eyes, penetrating her brain and exploding it into thousands of pieces. Blood flew all over the school, burning the student's skin because the blood was boiling with the high temperature. Skeeter was there, and his hand got hit by a glob of the mortal blood. Is there immortal blood that I'm not aware of? It instantly dissolved, exposing his bay bones that were quickly eaten by passing starving pit bulls. Because Bluffington has, like, giant packs of just starving pit bulls wandering around waiting for people to be dissolved by burning blood raining from the sky. They attacked Skeeter without mercy, opening his chest and devouring his innards. Doug was looking completely shocked at the laceration of his best friend. This has to be a troll, because no, like, self-respecting, really stupid person would know the word laceration. Unless he's like a psychopath or something. The mayhem continued because Doug's ass expelled hundreds of tentacles filled with sharp razor blades. There were a lot of them, moving frantically, piking the unlucky students running around. One of them was Chalky's Studebaker. A tentacle lifted him in the air, and the other two started to rub his body violently, cutting and tucking his skin. The bleeding was insane, and he was losing blood very fast because the tentacles were inexperienced. Inexperienced? How? Like, I don't know how you get that experience. Is there like a training for tentacle rape somewhere? I guess they're not in Japan. One of them entered Chalky's ass and started to move in and out, crushing his bowels. Chalky's eyes rolled up in anguish. Da-da-da, he gets attacked by more tentacles. They started to rub and thrust Chalky's brain, causing strokes. Then they found the center of control, and then they had total control over Chalky's semi-dead body. All of his movements were under control of the tentacles, but Chalky's was still conscious, but nothing could be done. The tentacles controlled Chalky's body, and he moved to BB Bluff. She was completely frightened, on the ground, in fetal position. She saw the state in which WICH Chalky had been submitted and put her hands on her mouth. She screamed so much that her vocal cords collapsed. She got mute. Chalky's body grabbed her arms and ripped them off Beevy's body. She immediately flew onto the ground as the blood pulsed out by the wounds. Chalky picked her bra up and slashed it, revealing the purple lactitanic boobs of that girl. Ew. And then he, like, punctures them with his teeth? Oh, God. Okay, this is not safe for work at all, but it's super funny. Chalky put his penis off. Didn't even pull it off, just put it off, and proceeded to insert it in her vagina. He's, like, raping her, even though he's not really him. The description of her vagina is just priceless. It was very flabby because she lost her virginity at kindergarten. The tentacles got very upset. They wanted a virgin, not a used, pestilence-infected whore. But nevertheless, Chalky continued the penetration. What the hell? He goes on to say he does a lot of weird stuff to her nose and, like, pops out her eyes, and then he has sex with her, and they say that all of his semen is full of venereal diseases. But apparently, this is a direct quote, but that was not a problem for her. She has had AIDS since the 3rd grade. What am I even reading? I don't even know anymore. Oh my god. This is just... I'm not gonna read the rest to you guys, because I think if I do, I'm gonna make y'all really, really, really sick. So I'm not even gonna bother. And it's super late, and I still have comics to study for, and more costume renderings to do. So, Quibs, I will see you tomorrow. He's not hurt? He's got, like, blades for hands. You can feel the literary gold just, like, dripping off these pages.